Okay, good morning, students. As we have discussed in the last class about the respiration, here you can see the respiration which is we have discussed. Why do we respire? The cellular respiration, anaerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, aerobic respiration, and why these respirations are important that we have discussed in last class. Now we want to understand a term breathing. What is breathing? What exactly the meaning of that? See, when you are doing swimming, you have to control your breath. If you can control your breath, then you can swim well. During swimming, you have to take a breath by coming out from the water sometime, because it is not possible that you continuously hold your breath and continuously swim. That is not possible. That we know. Now, by doing this one more exercise, if you close your nostrils, this is nose, and these are the holes which you have. These are called the nostrils. If you close the nostrils, if you shut your mouth, or you just hold your mouth, lock your mouth with your hand, and if you don't allow to breathe, air go inside your lungs, then you will have some kind of pressure on the lungs. You will feel that something is happening to you. So we can understand that breathing is very, very important for us. Now, in general term, breathing means what? In general term, breathing means giving oxygen or taking oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. Breathing means that it's a process of rich in oxygen, taking rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide with the help of respiratory organism or respiratory system. As I have talked to you about the systems of the body, see, we have skeletal system, respiratory system, cardiovascular system. So all this nervous system also. So all these systems are put together makes your body. When this oxygen-rich air reaches inside, there are certain parts of your body which are going to work. What are these parts? We'll discuss about it one by one. So, when you are taking in of air rich in oxygen in the body, that is called inhalation. That is called inhalation. And giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide is known as exhalation. It is known as exhalation. So inhalation and exhalation is the process continuous put together will give you the which is known as the breathing. The continuous process of breathing in, breathing out, which is run throughout the life. The number of time a person breathes in a minute is termed as the breathing. When you are breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, that if you count in a minute how many times you do the same things, that is your breathing rate. Always the breathing in and breathing out alternately takes place. That is inhalation and exhalation. A breath means one inhalation plus one exhalation. Huh? One breath is equal to one inhalation plus one exhalation. One breath is equal to one inhalation. Because when you breathe, the oxygen comes inside. And same time the carbon dioxide go outside. That is the process, continuous process. So breathing in, breathing out is the continuous process. Okay. Now we can find the breathing rate of different classmates by doing this exercise. Normal breathing rate, if you see the table number 10.1, when you come here, we try to do this physical exercise. When you count the normal breathing rate for 1 minute, and after that a brisk walk for 10 minutes, after that a running for 10. Walking, running, these are the levels at where at that time the breathing rate changes. Normal, after walking, after running, and once again you get rest. Say in the night, right now, if you are reading or doing work, that time your breathing rate is different. But when you are sleeping, the time is the breathing rate also. So breathing rate continuously change person to person. Sometimes the person who are suffering from the asthma, they also feel the problem of breathe. We'll talk about how the asthma treatment is done by the doctors. Huh? See, here you can see on an average, an adult human being at rest breathes in and out 15 to 18 times in a minute. During heavy exercise, the breathing rate can increase up to 25 times per minute. While we exercise, not only do we breathe fast, we also take deep breath and then inhale more oxygen. That happens to the every human being. See, here are the various activities you can find at the 10.3 activities. You can find different breathing rates of the person. Now here the 10.3, how do we breathe? Very important. See, when you take oxygen or when you breathe in, that means from here to the different part of this respiratory system will help to take oxygen, not only nose. Or nose is the most important part. Okay, it goes inside, it helps to go take the oxygen inside. But different systems are also involved. So when we take in air through our nostrils, these are the nostrils. We inhale air, it passes through our nostrils into nasal cavity. This is the nostril, and this is the cavity which is called the nasal cavity. In your textbook, you can see also. Now, from this nasal cavity, air reaches to the lungs through windpipe. See, if you want to check where is the windpipe, be careful. There is no need to check. But then also, if you want to check, here, if you push your hand and if you breathe, you can find. If you breathe faster, see, put your hand here. See, I have, you can see here. Put your these three fingers. These are three fingers here. And now keep silent and breathe faster. Then you are finding something going inside. So windpipe is present over here. And this windpipe connected to the lungs, which lungs are present in this cavity. That this is called the chest cavity. This is called the chest cavity. Now this chest cavity is surrounded by the ribs. Okay. From this side, it is surrounded by ribs. Why we want this strong rib cage? See, whenever you are a small child or a young man driving a bike or human are driving a scooter, if you fall down from this part even of the road. See, lungs are like a balloon. These are the muscular balloons. They have a function only to take air, breathing in, breathing out, and purify some bloods. So, if there any kind of the breakage happens in the rib cage, it will blast the balloon, that is lungs, and you will die. So, that is why these are the very strong part, as we understood in the bones chapter that is about the skeletal system. We understood about every part in the standard 6 also, that the ribs are the strongest part. It protects the lungs. See. Now this cavity is surrounded by ribs on the side and large muscular seat called the diaphragm. This is the large muscular seat or the diaphragm, the floor of the chest cavity. Now when you breathe, then expansion of the rib cage. When you breathe out, the relaxation of the rib cage. During inhalation, ribs moves up and outward. Ribs move up. Why up? Because see, I am breathing right now. That comes out and relaxation comes down. So during inhalation, ribs move up and diaphragm goes down. This movement increases the space in our chest cavity and air rushes into the lungs. Because this is the diaphragm, you can see maybe here in the abdominal cavity diaphragm, a muscular sheet. So when you see here also you can see the diagram, the muscular sheet. When you breathe in, it will increase the space for the lungs and it will pressurize the diaphragm to go downside. So it will increase more space for the lungs to get the oxygen. So breathing, if I ask the question, what other organs are involved in the breathing? So there are the rib cage and diaphragm also are involved in the breathing. Now during exhalation, ribs moves down inwards while diaphragm moves up. So ribs moves down when exhalation, when inhalation, the ribs expands, exhalation moves down and diaphragm moves upward direction. So lungs will become empty because of the pressure both the side. So the reduce the size of the chest and air is pushed out the lungs. This movement in our body can be felt easily. As I say, take a deep breath, keep your palm on the abdomen, feel the movement. Here is the abdomen, you keep your palm here. See, here you can keep your palm and you can feel it. After having these things, we understood about the size of the chest cavity. You can see the diagram. In this diagram, see, this is the pharynx. There is one more part is involved in the higher class. It will come, that's larynx, trachea. Then some more parts are also involved. Here is not shown in your textbook. Pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchoid, bronchioles, then lungs comes. You might have heard a word from the doctor when you have coughing, swelling in your throat. Doctor might have talk about the bronchitis, or in the cough syrup, you can see the usage. Some of the cough syrups are saying, giving the instructions for what purpose this medicine is there. So they are showing the bronchitis. For bronchitis, we are using. So when you are using for the bronchitis, that means the bronchioles are itis. They are swollen. Whenever the itis behind any word, it is itis, bronchitis, pancreatitis, itis. When it is used, that means it is swelling of that organ. Inflammatory swelling, infection swelling. So when you breathe in, these all organs are involved. Now the person, those are suffering from, see, now it is very important for you guys to understand that how asthma occurs. Asthma is not the disease where you will have inborn disease. Some child have the inborn disease, that is different cases. But sometime at some age, people are suffering from asthma because of all the air filling problems in the lungs. Here in the corner of lungs, there are lumps, grape-like lumps are there. That is called alveoli. These alveoli are present here. The size of the alveoli is like a tennis court. I know that all of you know about the tennis court. I hope that also. If you measure the tennis court, the same size the alveoli have, if you take these lumps of the alveoli from the lower part of the lungs and then you expand this, the entire tennis court is covered by these alveoli. This much lumps of the alveoli are present over here in the lower side of the lungs. Now, what happening to asthma patient? When you are breathing in the oxygen, then this alveolus will catch the air, the oxygen. But suppose you are going outside without wearing any kind of the protection on your mouth. Right now we are wearing the mask because of the pandemic only. But if you are going outside without any mask or any coverage, and the area which is more dusty or dust are there because of the traffic, because of the anything, so you will not cover your mouth. Or else you are going to a place where there is a lots of dirty smell is coming. Then what you will do? Or if you are working in a chemical factory, or if you are living near the chemical area, then what you will do? You will try to take less breath. How? See, suppose the dirty smell comes. What do you do? You stop your breathing organ. And when you continuously do this, when you apply this oxygen, when the alveoli are used to, when the lungs are prepared for less oxygen, then what will happen? The oxygen will go lesser amount in the lungs will do lesser exercise, and there is a stiffness of alveoli. which we should take continuously. And then the role of the disease arise. How? Then this person will feel breathing problem. How will feel the breathing problem? Because the alveoli are now day by day, they are sticked, put together, they comes closer. They don't have an ability to catch the oxygen, to inhale more oxygen. Then you will find when you are climbing the stairs, when the asthma patient running, they will find the breathing problem. They will get like this. This kind of the breathing is happening. Then they have pump. They put the pump in the mouth, and then again they will find the relaxation by taking the normal breath. What that pump contains? That is salbutamol. This salbutamol is the medicine. It is one kind of a steroid which goes to the alveoli. It will expand the alveoli, and again you will find the breathing normal. But that is not the solution. So do one thing always, do small exercise at home where your breathing rate increase 25 times. If you want to run in the room. If you want to push up yourself, sit up yourself, whatever. If you want to do yoga, then also. But do 10 to 50 minutes exercise. Otherwise, if you are a kid right now and if you are not following this exercise, you will have definitely a problem with asthma in the future if you live in a polluted area where the pollutants are present. So you will have to take care of these things if you want to avoid the asthma. See, it's all polluted unwanted particles. See, if you put your finger in the nose, you will have a hair. These hair are there for a protection from the dust, the particles which are unwanted. You're not allowed to go inside, but how many times it will not allow? There are some times that some particles will definitely go, which reaches to lung, and then this lungs will have this kind of issues. So when you want to protect yourself, you have to do exercise. And these lungs are very important for a better life. So do exercise, avoid to go in the polluted area without wearing a mask or without any protection of the nose. Otherwise, you will suffer from the asthma. Okay. So this is the very important. Say here also very important notes are given that air around us have various types of unwanted particles such as smoke, dust, pollen, etc. When we inhale, the particles get trapped in air present in our nasal cavity. Sometimes these particles may get past the hair. As I said, they may irritate. See, when you are feeling the sneezing, sometimes the red chili will go, sometimes any kind of a particle is unwanted. If you take a thread and like if you make some kind of irritation over here, you feel sneezing. Is it? So immediately you have to clean your nose by cleaning this, doing this activity. Now you can read today's homework is read this activity 10.4 and 10.5. Tomorrow in offline class, I will ask what exactly you understood about this chapter. Now, again, all of you are here. So open your.
Yes.
Okay. So students,